Hello. It is now, I don't know what day it is, Monday. We are out for a walk because it is beautiful. There is nary a cloud in the sky. And yeah, I brought my knitting with me and my baby, of course. And we're gonna do some knit and walk because I was up till 2 a.m. last night at a party thing for like a wedding fundraiser. And I'm way too tired today. Not hungover or anything. I did have like 2 gin and ginger ale kind of things. But that didn't do anything to me. I'm just tired because I got like 3 hours of sleep. I was supposed to run 12 kilometers today, and I'm not doing that. So we are out for a carrier walk, which I love. We're gonna knit. There's lots of cut up trees on the ground around here, which is so sad. I'm walking up right now to my favorite willow, which has also been cut down. So, well, not really, but it's been pretty decimated from the storm a couple weeks ago now. So we're out for a walk. I'm gonna knit on my mom's sock. I got the heel. I got a baby going crazy, and yeah, it's a nice day to start a new vlog. This one's gonna be a lot about spinning, so if you're into that, I'm gonna be trying to spin the first 100 grams of my Thru lines scarf, and then I'm gonna be working on an Easter project because we're coming up to Easter weekend, and I just felt like doing a nice little palette cleanser because I don't see myself getting Ryusei cowl done anytime soon, or at least not in the next week. So I figured it's the perfect time to just have a little bit of a palette cleanser and work on a little bunny. The pattern's by Susan B. Anderson. I'll talk about it later, but it's this really cute like reversible bunny pattern, and I'm obsessed. And yeah, I think it's like the perfect little house decoration slash baby toy slash anything you want it to be, like for any age. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that in this vlog and spinning. I'm probably still knitting on whatever, and yeah, so stick around. Feel free to give me a like and a sub if you like this kind of content, crafty vlogs. I love them. They're my favorite. So yeah, stick around. I hope you stick around. Okay, bye. So I'm currently working on my Thru lines spin. We are doing pretty well here. So this is Ashford Corriedale. I believe it's the green tea colorway. And originally, so this is for Thru lines, Andrea Mowry's Thru lines scarf. I have my contrast color. I know it uses 2, but I'm just gonna use 1 contrast color. And it is a skein that I spun up, I don't know, maybe last year and during Tutored Fleece, maybe. And it's a beautiful, beautiful skein that'll go really, really well, I think, with a dark green. So I'm using the Corriedale again. My Sophie shawl that I just finished, my indigo Sophie shawl, was also using Ashford Corriedale. It even with the woolen spun 2-ply, like this is still pretty thin. But I think it will fluff up a little bit with like my other one did, so I'm not too worried about it. I am thicker in some spots. I'm trying to be a little bit thicker. It's so hard once you get down to spinning fine. It's hard to get back. It's really hard to get back to spinning thicker. So I am kind of trying a little bit to get more towards that like hardy fingering weight versus having such a thin, fine, almost not quite lace, but like it's fine. I was originally going to hold this, like do both plies with this. But now I think I'm going to switch over and do 2-ply with 1 strand, 1 ply being the Corriedale and 1 ply being a really beautiful merino. So let me show you. So this is a braid that I purchased a really long time ago from Small Fish Yarns. It is merino. It is gorgeous. And I think they would go pretty well together. Yeah, I don't see too many issues with this. So it'll have like more of a slight variegation to it, which I think will be really interesting, but it will still be like the main solid color. Like I don't think this is gonna, I don't know. I don't think it's going to subtract too much from my contrast color in the ending, like in the final shawl. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. I'm gonna get spinning. I'm probably close to halfway done the Corriedale, and then I can start this beautiful spin. I think I'm gonna use one of my new bobbins from Acreworks when I get to start this, the merino side of the spin. But that probably won't be this week. Let's get to spinning. And we have a heel flap. Yay! Hello everybody. So I am sitting down here to start a new project and I'm so excited about it. So I went stash diving the other day through all of my like yarns for amigurumi, and I saw this adorable new pattern from Susan B. Anderson. I don't know if it is new, but I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's new. I saw it come out, or her post about it, because it's Easter this weekend, and so I thought, what better way of like palette cleansing than a nice Easter project that's pretty quick. It's already Tuesday and I am a little bit overwhelmed. We have some construction going on at the house because we're getting ready to sell, and I've got my baby and you know, she's crazy. And there's just so much going on. I have to run back and forth between my in-laws' house and this house when the construction is going on, and I'm trying to stick with my running training, and I'm trying to keep myself just mentally just healthy and relaxed, but it's quite overwhelming right now, which life is lifing, and that's, you know, that's life. So what better time to cast on another whip, right? Although this one I'm hoping I will have it done for Easter, which is like, I don't know, 3-4 days away. So this pattern I think is like a reversible bunny. I don't know if that's the name of the pattern, but it's by Susan B. Anderson. So if you search Susan B. Anderson or go to her Instagram, you will see the reversible bunny. I'll like post a photo too, or like split screen with it. But anyway, super excited. So let me show you my yarn. So here are my yarns. I'm gonna do just like hers. I'm gonna do like a beige and then a gray. So basically it's two bunnies and then they go inside out with their dresses. So you don't really stuff anything but their heads and maybe their arms. The rest is just like they invert. So it's two bunnies in one. It's a great decoration for Easter or just like spring and summer anyway. So I'm gonna do the beige bunny is gonna have a pink dress just like hers. Pink dress here with the drops Lima. I don't know what color it is. 3145 is this beautiful pink. And then I've got my green for the top of the carrots. And then I have this Drops Nepal, which I know is a thicker yarn. But I think for the color work, it'll be fine for the carrots. I don't feel like buying a whole new color for the carrots besides Dross Lima, at least at my local yarn store, does not have an orange that would be carroty in stock. So this is what I've got. I'm hoping it's going to work for the color work and be fine. I mean, it's not too much thicker than the Dross Lima anyway. So I'm thinking it's going to be just fine. So there's my one right there. Those 4 colors right there are my starting bunny. And then my next bunny is going to be gray with this Dross Lima teal heather, and then this beautiful blue, and then it's just gonna have a striped dress. It's very simple on the other side, and if you want to knit like a little mini carrot that the bunny holds on to, you can also do that. I may or may not do that, I'm not sure. It would be super cute. I probably will end up doing it because why not? It barely uses any of these 2 yarns, so I might just go ahead and do that. But yeah, there's yay! There's my yarns for the bunny. Here is my 9mm eyes that I think I will use. And there we are. I am going to have a really, really, really cute bunny, and I'm going to cast it on right now. Perfect needle tip protectors for any project. Cannot get enough coffee. So I just got back from a little meetup with someone on Marketplace. I purchased these 3 beautiful silk paca skeins. They're Malabrigo silk paca, which is their baby silk paca lace. It's about 420 yarns for just 50 grams, and I've got 3. So when I did my beautiful lace weight kimono that I love so much, I only used 3 of these silk paca skeins plus a lace mohair. So I don't know, I'm kind of feeling a fun, beautiful colored, I'm kind of feeling like a shawl with this, like a fun spring purple shawl, because I love purple. That's really nice and lightweight. Or I don't know what it could be. It's just gorgeous, and it was $36 for all 3, so I had to do it. And this lady said that she had so many messages. She just posted it last night. She had so many messages for like people wanting to come get this yarn and wanting her to ship it. So she chose me, and I'm so glad she did, because what a bargain. I already know I love this base so much. I was a little nervous buying from someone else, like someone destashing. I'm always a little bit nervous about destashing because of moths or any bugs, anything like that, any critters, bringing them into my stash. So we got to chatting in the rain. She was lovely, and she said to me like, oh, like you seem like, how long have you been knitting? I love your shawl, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I've been knitting most of my life, like I love it so much. And she was like, oh, you know, like I do this and I spin. And I was like, I spin too. And she was like, well, you need to come out to the guild. Like, you need to come out to the guild meeting and like make some friends and get some spinning. And like this week they're having a meeting. So they do once a month, like I think the last Saturday or of every month, but it's the 26th is this month's. And that's, I think I started spinning on April 28th in 2023. So that's going to be the 2-year anniversary. And that'll be the time I finally get to the guild. I have one friend in the guild I haven't spoken to in ages. I haven't seen her in a while. I didn't see her at any festivals last summer. And so I hope I see her this summer, because she helped me so much with my spinning. And she's always bugged me to get to the guild meetings, and I just never have. I think my social anxiety has just kind of inhibited me in that way. I don't know why I'm so nervous to go. I think I should just go. I don't know if I'm gonna bring I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna commit to it, because they have a shepherdess coming in to talk about her business, and I think that's the coolest. That's my dream, to be a shepherdess, like my dream. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna buy this lady's book, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna like hear her speak and learn, and I'm gonna go make some friends, hopefully. And spin some wool. I've got a spin on the go on both my e-spinner and my Traveler, so I just have to decide what wheel I'm going to take with me. I have no problem taking my Traveler with me. Since I stained the Traveler, like since I stained my Traveler, it's almost like she's like stain resistant now, like, or stain resistant. Wow, it's almost like she's like scratch proof and like dint proof. Like nothing hurts it. Like I had to change the maiden uprights, which I think I talked about last video or earlier on in this video, and I did that, but I had to like hammer them to cut them to like finally crack and move because the stain was like locking it together. I stained it all taken apart when I stained it, but for some reason they just kind of like adhered when in the drying process, like because it takes days and days and days to cure, and I did put it together like I think 3 or 4 days after I stained it, so it probably still had a little bit of curing left to do. It can take like a full 30 days to cure, so I think it just kind of like adhered to itself and like locked those pieces in, and I probably screwed the screws in really tight because that's just me. When I bought the wheel and then I took it apart, I realized that they did not have the screws tight. It's probably from 3 years of using it and never servicing it, so I made sure like the screws were tight, so I could barely get them to move, so I had to like hammer on it, and it has no marks or dents or anything from where I was hammering it. So that's making me think I should bring my Traveler with me. It is called the Traveler for a reason, but I also have not spun on my e-spinner, like Ashford e-spinner, in quite a while, and I do have a beautiful, almost like the color of this, like silk and merino blend wool on it, spin on it, that I have not touched in like since January. So I'm kind of thinking that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, I haven't made up my mind, but I have made up my mind that I am going, so hold me accountable. I would love to vlog it. I just don't know if they would allow that because like not everyone wants to be filmed, and I totally understand, but I think I'm gonna go. So this was a really successful outing. I got 3 skeins of this gorgeous, my favorite color is purple. I just don't know what mohair to hold it with. Like I'm gonna have to go through stash hunting for like those random single skeins of mohair and do some like swatching, and just to see what it's gonna look like with the different colors, because it is really pretty, and there's lots of options. Like I can hold it with a blue, I can hold it with, oh my favorite is purple and dark green. I could do a dark green to see what it looks like. It might not look good. Or like even like they have like a blackberry color. Sanduskarn Tin Silk mohair is my favorite mohair, and they have like a blackberry color, but they only have 5 skeins of it. I don't know. We'll see. They have 5 skeins of it at True North Yarn Co., which actually is enough to do a shawl. It's not quite, I think I'd need 1 more skein to do a sweater at like a DK weight, a DK gauge or a sport gauge. I think I'd need 1 more to do a sweater. So I don't know, I haven't made up my mind yet, but I was gonna throw this in the freezer to kind of like, you know, make sure it's fine and it's gonna be safe to bring into my stash, but I think I'm just going to bring it into my stash anyway. I think it's fine coming from a spinner. I honestly think it's probably fine. We don't have moth issues really up here, but I have found a moth once and it was terrifying. But there's also, I did go to my local yarn store to get this Drops Fabelle colorway. I believe it is, what's it called? It's 925. I forget what the color is called. Creamsicle or something. I don't know, not creamsicle, but something like that. But anyway, I got 2 skeins to do myself a pair of socks. I can probably get a solid pair for myself out of it, and then have enough left over to make another pair of socks with like a contrast heel and toe, which could be a gift for my sister-in-law or my mom. But I'm knitting my mom the pair with the confetti cake, and I have enough left over of the second skein to do a contrast heel and toe pair for myself, or a solid pair. I'm not even sure. But then I saw this on the website too, and I was like, ooh, I really like those colors as well. So yeah, more socks for me because I love my bike knitting with my socks. we have a full finished object. My Mother's Day socks are complete. Yay, I absolutely love them. They feel so light. There's something about the Drops Fabelle that just, Fabelle, I don't know. That feels so like light. Like I feel like this would be an okay sock to wear like on a summer evening if you had to wear boots or something. So yeah, done. Very happy. They're just vanilla socks. Not much else to say about them. I do want to talk about this though. How cute. I made this. This is one of the first projects I did with my new sewing machine. Let's see if I can show you. The inside's just blue. Got my needles. It doesn't hold like my whole sock kit that I have. But I think it would just need to be a little bit bigger. The reason I have it this size, I mean, I could go up a size, but then basically I only need 2 quarters in order to make this bag and a zipper, obviously. Like it really doesn't take much to make these bags. And so, yeah. So basically from a quarter of like an interior, 1 quarter makes the bag, not 2 quarters, 1 quarter. So what I've been doing is getting like a lining color of a quilting cotton and then the outer color of printed fabric that go together, and then I got 2 bags. I can swap the lining for the exterior, and I did use on the exterior piece only, I used like an interfacing just on the outer lining. I didn't do it to the inner, and it's just fine. Like it really is quite nice. Don't love the ends of my zippers, but I actually went back. It's something I would never notice before I took up sewing, but now I went back and like looked at some of the bags that I've purchased at like fiber festivals and whatnot, and the zippers for their bags too are the exact same. So it really doesn't make me feel so bad anymore. So yeah, that's something I thought I'd show because I've had that for like a couple months now and I love using it. And I plan on making a ton more. I actually have a lot prepped, like with zippers sewn on already. I just need to actually sew the bag. So that might be, I might do some like B-roll of me sewing. I'm not very seasoned with sewing. I'm doing okay. Like I'm making some really, like my tote bag that I showed earlier. Like I am making some really beautiful things that I am going to use and love. But I wouldn't say I'm like super experienced with sewing. So I don't think I'm gonna like show a lot of it on here. And I don't do it a lot either. I don't find it quite as, like I find it fulfilling creatively for sure, but I don't find it as like relaxing and like meditative and just enjoyable as like knitting, crochet, and spinning is. I just love those 3 are the main 3 that I do. And running, even running, I find relaxing. Like I can go run 10 kilometers at a nice, easy, conversational pace, listening to an audiobook, and I feel a million times better after. Like I feel relaxed. And it's so funny because people who aren't runners are like, what? But it's so true. I like relaxing hobbies. I mean, I do also like to sprint sometimes too. Like tonight I have sprints. I have to do the sprints with the stroller. So I'm kind of like, ooh, I don't know, but we'll be fine. I think my baby girl would love to get out and get some fresh air. The sun is just starting. It's been a really like moody, cloudy, rainy day. And so now the sun is starting to peek out. I can see some blue sky over there behind the trees. So my run has been up in the air on whether or not I'm going to even go. And then now that the sun's kind of coming out, I'm like, ooh, we should go after dinner. Actually, I had to order dinner because our power went out for some reason again overnight. And we were going to lose all of our new groceries, just like we lost them all in the storm a couple weeks ago. So we rushed them over to Ty's parents' house, my husband's parents' house. And so we don't actually have any groceries here. So I ordered sushi for dinner. And sushi's not always that great when you order it Uber Eats, because then it gets delivered and the time it takes to actually get to you. But we'll see, because I'm hungry and I really had a craving for yam avocado rolls. My favorite. And some General Tao. Someone tell me what it actually is called. chicken. I love some spicy chicken. So I'm gonna eat. My daughter's gonna have some Cheerios because I don't have anything else I could feed her. I can make her some noodles, but she's not a huge fan of noodles. She just chews them up and spits them out. So I think we're gonna do some Cheerios for her. I have a fresh finished object. I just have to sew and weave in the ends. So otherwise, I feel accomplished. And then I just gotta continue working on my bunnies after I get my workout done. And then we're gonna have a couple munchies tonight and watch, I don't know, a movie or something. We'll see. So I'll see you later. So update on the bunny. I have the dress completed. Obviously, you saw me block it. And I just did 2 stripes, like bigger stripes than the pattern called for, just because I liked that. This took maybe 2 hours total of knitting. Not even that, probably not even that. But I did it like just walking around my in-laws' house, following my daughter. And I just had my ball of yarn under my arm and then I just followed her around and knit. It was the easiest thing ever. I did not do the color work all the way around. I just did it on the front because I just, whatever. It was kind of like bulky there where I used like on the carrots. So they kind of like stick out kind of 3D-ish, but honestly, I don't mind. It had to happen that way because I didn't have the same weight of, this is Drops Lima as the main yarn, and I didn't have the same weight in like a carrot kind of color. So that's what we're working with. I'm quite okay with it. Yeah, so I have this and then I have the head done, as you've seen. So I just need to sew the head on and then knit the arms and I'm done. So it's probably only another, I don't know, a half hour total of knitting to be completely assembled. And then, I mean, it'll be a half object for this video. I definitely won't, I don't think I'll have the gray bunny done, sadly. But, I will probably by Monday, Easter Monday, I'll have the full thing done, which is really fun as like a nice little palette cleanser between bigger projects. I really love Susan B. Anderson's patterns. I've knit a few from her already. I bought the alpaca pattern or the llama pattern from her today and I cannot wait. I'm gonna knit the llama with some hand spun, some like original, like my first couple of skeins hand spun. So I cannot wait to do that one. But anyway, yeah, I am super pumped on this guy. I did kind of mess up. I did not kind of mess up. I totally messed up placing the eyes. I mean, they're placed properly, but like they're placed on the wrong. So the pattern is written for 3 needles for for DPNs, and I don't like DPNs. I prefer magic loop. So I always mark my needles when I do magic loop instead of like if the pattern's written for 3 needles or 4 needles, I just mark the separation with stitch markers and I'm fine. And it was fine. Like that didn't mess me up. What messed me up was just me not taking time to read. I just was, I don't know what I was watching, Gilmore Girls or something. I was watching something and I wasn't paying enough attention to the pattern. So I actually ended up putting the eyes on needle 3 rather than needle 2, which wouldn't be a big deal if I didn't do the 4 pearls to mark the ears. So I have random 4 pearl ridge right here, which will disappear like into the neck anyway. So that's why it's not a big deal, because otherwise to fix it, I would have to rip back quite a bit and you can't remove the eyes, right? So that's the thing, you can't remove the eyes, and the eyes came on after, so I couldn't rip back anymore. I don't know if I'd be able to get the eyes out by ripping back. These are hard to get out. Like, it's not really possible. So I did So I used the 1 for pearls here, and then I just counted across and made sure it was even, and they are perfectly even. I don't even really need, I'm pretty good at like counting my stitches out and then putting a stitch marker in before I attach arms or ears or whatever. So I kind of feel like I should have just not did the 4 ridges, but honestly the 4 pearls wasn't a big deal if I just read the pattern. If I just slowed down and read the pattern, we would be fine. But anyway, it's okay. This bunny has ears that are kind of like, I don't know, they're not like, bunnies are a little bit more upwards. And I did try to like connect them with, they are more upwards than they were. Like when I first did it, they were like this. So I got them upwards a little bit better. This bunny will just be a little bit different. This bunny's gonna have different ears than the gray bunny on the other side is gonna have. I'll do the ears properly. Sadly, this is the way it is, and it's okay. I could have done floppy ears, actually. I was considering doing like really long ears so that they kind of just like fell down, you know? Like floppy bunny ears. It looks more like a dog. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it for now. It is what it is, you know, it's not a big deal. It's still really, really cute. I still need to like sew on that, but I'm gonna do that at the very, very end. It's not really a big priority, but it's so cute. Anyway, we're gonna get this guy's head sewn onto the body and then the arms, and then that's it for this side. And then I guess next week's vlog, you'll see the full-on finished project. And I can definitely see myself knitting more of these. I have many people in my life who would probably want one of these. Yeah, like they're great not only as like toys, but as like decorations too in your house. Like it's so cute. We're listing our house for sale soon here, and I would really like to have like really cute things like these. I didn't realize how many like scented candles I had, and I don't ever use scented candles ever. I'm like a oil diffuser girl, 1000%. But I have so many scented candles that people just gifted to me, and I'm like reluctant to ever throw away. I threw out probably 20 of them now because I don't have anyone in my life who would want them. And some of them were like Yankee candles, like really, really expensive ones. And I'm like, I gotta just depart, just get rid of them, and I'll replace them with these. So anyway, next time I see you, this guy will be done. The inside, obviously, I've not done the gray bunny yet, but yeah, she's pretty cute, eh? I can't wait to do the gray side and have the like fully finished and be able to put her up on display. How cute would it be when we list our home and people walk through the house to view it and they see a bunch of like crochet and knitted little critters around the house? How cute would that be? Very cute. Very, very, very pleased with this pattern. I love it. I can see more of these guys. Like I could see, I can see my mom wanting one of these. She has bunnies all over her house. She loves them. So yeah, very quick too. Like really did not take me that long. And yeah, my hands are so shaky. I'm sorry. I just got back from a long run, and it was an amazing run. I went way faster than I was supposed to. But it was one of those runs where you just hit the wall and then you feel amazing after, and then you just want to keep going. So I'm a little shaky and I need a shower, but I really wanted to pop on here and show you the bunny. So again, reversible bunny pattern by Susan B. Anderson. An amazing pattern, and I can't wait to show you in the next vlog the fully finished. So nice half object here. So yeah, very happy. Yay. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing, because I love making these videos and I probably will continue anyway. But you know, if you want to join me and hang around and talk about yarn and projects and all of the things knitting and spinning and crochet and possibly sewing sometimes, then choose to stick around, I guess. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'm just gonna get started on the next vlog right away because this is fun. This is definitely working better for me than the traditional sit down podcast. So yeah, so bye for now, and I'll see you next time.